And then there's how you call expireds. For those that haven't, you really need three things to do expireds at a high level. Okay. Number one, you need phone numbers for those expireds. You need the expireds. You need all of their info. Now, it's darn near impossible to get it yourself. And I'm telling you, impossible. Okay. You need to pay for a service. And that the reason is, can you imagine going on the MLS every single day and then looking up every expired and then cross-referencing it to make sure it's not listed, and then looking up tax records, and then you still don't have a phone number, you still don't have an email for that person. So then you got to find out. Nobody has enough time in the day for that, right? So if you
especially then after you do get the number, you have to have it scrubbed to make sure that they're not on the do not call
and all that good stuff, right? Although,
yeah.
And your state, different states have different rules for calling expireds, guys, right? So depending on the state you're in, always make sure that there's no additional layer of legislation around calling these people. Okay. But I will tell you what, forever and ever, there's never a do not knock law. So worst case scenario, you can always door knock them, right? You can always mail. But I find calling the most efficient.
And email, right?
Yep. So what the very first thing you need to work expireds as a high level is you need a service that's going to provide you daily the expireds for that have hit your local area. In my opinion, the second thing you need is some kind of dialer, because guys, you need to be able to like just get through them. Yes. And yes, you can dial pretty quickly, or but here's the thing: when you're not on a dialer, you know what happens? You look at it and you go, I don't know, should I call that one? Should I not call? Just call them all. Do not let your frontal lobe get in the way. You just got to call them all, okay?
This is a slow way to dial for dollars.
Yes. So what you need is a dialer. And for the pure efficiency, you will get through so many numbers so much faster with a dialer. Now, I think those two are pretty necessary. The third, and incredibly handy, is if you have a CRM that you can keep track of these people, right? Because then you can send them some emails. You can have reminders for yourself to follow up with them. Maybe you don't set the appointment on the very first call and you need to call them back. Maybe you caught them in the middle of carpool or some stuff, right? So a system that lets you keep track of the people that you're calling, keep track of your leads. So now, guys, let me tell you, I have been calling FSBOs and expired since my first day with a real estate license, my first day. Listed a FSBO my first 24 hours. I've been doing this for a long freaking time. I've used everything on the planet. I've used every dialer out there pretty much. Vortex that's the Red X dialer. I was their beta tester back in the day. The Mojo dialer, Vulcan. I've gotten leads from all of those platforms. I've used a ton, right? Most of them they're quite expensive. And some of them don't have I will say none of them have the capability of the one that I currently use, right? And so I'm going to share my screen real quick. And you're like, wow, that's a mess. I know. What can I say? Once a week, I go through and clear all the crap off my dashboard. Okay, guys. So I have this kind of one here. Come on, pictures. There we go. All of your sweet faces were in the way. So what I do is I log in, right? And I come right here. Do you see this one right here that says start prospecting? It's truly designed for agents. And when I say that, I mean simple. Okay, like easy. And then you see all these names in here, guys. And do you see right here where it says campaign workflow? This is how stupid simple it is. Now, guys, I call from my office, and like, you guys do not need my fancy setup. You see like my big mic right here. And I call from my computer, like, and I sit here, and this is what I do. Okay, a lot of times, guys, I'm not going to lie. I will stand when I call, and I like do stuff. And I'm teaching myself how to juggle. I'm not even kidding. And you're like, are you crazy? I just find it helps me stay relaxed and loose on the phone. And if I sit on my butt too long, like my energy goes down. And if I'm standing, my energy is better, right? So
I've always found if you stand when you prospect, you always do better.
Yes. So I tend to stand. And then I come here and I come right here to select campaign workflow. And I say, who am I calling today? Look, you guys, look, I got a bunch of them. Call latest. This is the latest expireds. Oh, this is the latest FSBOs. Hold on. Come on now. There we go. There's my expireds, canceled, and withdrawns. Look, I got a bunch of them. And then I'm not going to actually hit it, guys, or this will dial. Okay, it'll start. And then I go here. Bam, I hit let's start. That's it. And it's going to start dialing them for me. And then built into this system, you guys, I have the most wicked, I'm telling you, awesome CRM of all time. Really cool follow-up. Oh, and guys, I have other campaigns in here. I can come in here. Okay, you want me to blow your freaking mind? I'm going to blow your mind, right? I'm going to just come right here. Bam. I'm going to come here and it says text. And I'm going to go through here and I can text all of these guys right from my computer. Dude, I don't know about you, but like my ability to screw up a text when I'm texting it is beyond ridiculous. And autocorrect is not my friend. So by being able to come in here and right from my keyboard, blast out some text. And then, yeah, Martin was
I was going to say, guys, like as well, like a lot of people don't know this too, but with Real Connect, with the app, you can do the exact same thing. So you can get to those campaigns from the app and hit start and then just hold your phone up to your ear and dial it that way if you want to, right? So I don't know if you want me to show you, but it is doable inside the app as well. So that's something that I would wanted to share.
And then I will tell you guys, one of the things that I love to do is I'll take my phone. Okay, like today, I thought I was going to be I swear to you, I thought I was going to be in the office by 9 a.m. I thought I was going to be late for this call. I did not get into the freaking office until 1:50 my time today. Why? Because I ended up having to run around doing some unforeseen tasks, right? Errands. I had to run to county and pull some records and all kinds of stuff, right? Well, my cell phone, I have one of those things that like holds my phone in my car, right? You open your app, you pull up your campaign, hit go. Guys, you could just be driving and making your calls.
Yeah. You could literally fit it into your schedule, even if you're driving around, like literally hit play, start driving. You don't even need to look at your phone. Like, I think that's another beautiful thing about Real Connect is like the mobile app makes it so much easier to fit this into your schedule.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's the one we use. And then how do you create those campaigns? Josh, I don't create nothing. They come built in. They come in. And then as a matter of fact, I'll show you something else really cool. Oh, look who's calling me. You see that? Playing FSBO. You guys see that?
There you
go. Sweet.
Isn't that funny? So yeah, guys, when I talk to somebody and I put them in my phone, I always name them. Their last name is what they are. FSBO expired. So we're getting ready to list Cliff's house, right? I met with him on Friday, getting ready to list it. And I was supposed to call him a little earlier than I did today, but I'm calling him after this call. So it's proof that it works, right? That's so funny that he called me on this. So that was kind of awesome. So you guys could see. So for the guys that asked, I'm going to share my screen 60 seconds one more time because I want to. It's easier for me to show it than to explain it. So guys, when I come in here, this is what I do every day. I start at the top of my list. Now I call the FSBOs first before the expireds because they get hammered. And I want to call them before they turn their ringer off for the day. So I call FSBOs first, and then I call expireds. So I come in here, guys, this is preloaded in my system. I didn't build any of this. The Real Connect guys do. So I come in here and I pull up this call list and I hit let's start and I call everybody in this list. And then once I'm done, I come back here.
Go to the next
and this
one.
is my text for FSBOs. And then I text them all. And then I come here and I go, and then now here's my call. And then I call all my expireds. And then I come here and then I text all the expireds. That's it. Like, it's idiot proof. I should say it's agent proof. Like, it's so easy to use.
So let me ask a question here though. So you're saying these workflows, that first of all, the dialer just dials one after another, just keeps on dialing or something like that?
Yes. And so it will pause and let you put in your notes. And like, so here, I'm going to kill my share just so I can like feel like I can see you. You can put in your notes, right? And if you need to, you put in your notes of what you talked about, and maybe you need to put in a reminder, a task, right? Call them back tomorrow. You can add a task. You can do whatever you need to do. And then boom, the dialer just starts. And then when you tell it, okay, done, it just calls the next number. So, and then if they don't answer, right? Because you're going to get a bunch that don't answer. They just call, it just calls, bing, until somebody picks up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and sure. So just like the Mojo dialer and things like that. Because see, exactly. Martin, because I went and got rid of Real Connect and just had mine going to the follow-up boss, but I didn't know. Maybe you didn't explain, or I didn't receive all the stuff you were saying Real Connect does. So on this workflow, it just kind of like text people automatically also.
It will, yes, and you can blast it, and it'll go to their name. Oh, the ability, guys, to leverage to leverage technology is a game changer. Meaning, in the same amount of time it used to take me to call and text these people, this used to take me a solid 4 hours a day. Tamara is my eyewitness, right? Because our offices were right next to each other. And so I used to jump on my longboard and make phone calls. It was ridiculous. And so I can now do the same amount of work in literally an hour and a half to 2 hours, what used to take me 4 hours, which means I can either do double the amount if I want to commit the same amount of time and be far more efficient, or I could just do other crap with my day. Because frankly, I would like to get that stuff out of the way, set my appointment for the day, and be done, right? Oh, on average. So Axel, great question. This number will vary. Now, what I call this is a conversion ratio. I tracked my numbers ruthlessly for 20 years. And so number of calls to an appointment. So there are two numbers in that question. Dials, how many numbers do I have to dial to get somebody to answer? How many people do I have to talk to get an appointment? Almost two different numbers, right? So with FSBOs,